A very good afternoon to all my dear students. Well, students, I, Sakshi Singh, welcome you all in this English class. Well, this is a third session of the topic perfect tense. So, earlier we did present perfect, then we did past perfect, and now I'm going to tell you about future perfect tense. It's quite easy, but still you need to understand that where would we use and what is its uses. Okay, so I shall start. So basically future perfect tense is what you can say, in other words you can say it's future achievements, purpose. Okay, after this presentation you will have practiced the future perfect. Well, future perfect, what is it? Achievement, something that has been accomplished by hard work, ability, or heroism. Or you can say it's successful completion or accomplishment. Well, like for an example, I can say this time, next week, next month, in March, in the summers, I will be on holiday. I will have climbed the mountain. I will have been to the top. So these are the few, you can say, few examples. Fine, through which you can figure it out that yes, it's future perfect. So, well, here I start with one very short story. Okay, I have a friend, suppose he is going for a vacation. Fine, and I know that he has to reach the station, means that is John, will reach at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, now why he has to reach 5 p.m. tomorrow? Let's find it out because he has his train which is going to depart at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Fine. So here we are pretty clear about the timings. You can see here that John will reach the station at 5 p.m. The train will depart at 6 p.m. tomorrow. And we are very much clear about the time. So suppose if someone asks me that when will John reach the station tomorrow? So I would say John will reach the station at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So we also know the another action, that is the John will reach the station, and the another action is what, that is the train will depart. But what if we do not know the time of the action? That when will John reach the station? When will the train depart? We do not have any idea regarding that. So, what will be the answer? You can say the answer would be John will reach the station when the train departs. Now, see, but obvious, we would say that only because we are not aware about the timings. Okay, so if you talk about this structure of the sentence, and if you say so, this sentence there are two actions are taking place. One would be whenever two actions are taking place. Okay, one would be one action has to be in, that is the earlier action would be in future perfect tense. So according to the rule of future perfect tense, we have to use will, have, and verb third form. Okay, so the earlier action, if you talk about like John will reach, so it will be, the correct answer would be John will have reached the station when the train will depart. This, is this the right answer? Like earlier sentence, we will have to write it in future perfect. What about the later action? What about the later action? The later action, that is when the train departs. So it would be wrong if we will write in this way that when the train will depart. This sentence is wrong sentence. Okay. So if you say this when the train depart, this sentence would be wrong. Okay. So the earlier sentence would have to be in future perfect. Okay, and if you talk about the later action, that is when the train will depart, it has to be in simple present tense. Okay, so that you need to take care. Let's check. See. John will have reached the station when the train departs. Okay. So here you can say this base verb. Okay. Reach. Base verb is what? That is reach. And this is depart. Okay. So from reach, we would convert it into verb third form, and depart, it will be there, you can say, in the form of simple present tense, and that the train is what? Singular. So we will have to use when the train departs. Okay, I hope that this concept is clear. So whenever we have, okay, whenever we have two simultaneous action in future perfect tense, one action will have to be in future perfect, the second action, that is a later action, will have to be in simple present tense. So here you can see John will have reached the station when the train departs. John will have reached the station, that is earlier action. When the train departs, that is later. And the formula, if you see, future perfect tense, will, shall plus have plus past participle form of the base verb. Base verb plus singular form of the base, because generally whatever the base form we have, it is singular in form. Okay. So the next is, by next summer, we shall have won many medals. So timely, if we talk about the time, by next summer, and that is in the future, we shall have won many medals. So the base verb is what? That is win, and it is shall have won. So the third form is won. She will have been sick for 2 weeks tomorrow. For 2 weeks, again the time period is already given. Will have been sick for 2 weeks tomorrow. This is a state. Been shows the state. BE, it shows the state of a particular person. Okay. Now, so if I'll summarize that, so it will be like the future perfect tense is used for an action which will be finished before stated future time. Okay. So once again, I'll tell, you can see also we also talk about an action that will finish before a certain time in the future. For example, he will have delivered all the newspapers by 8 o'clock. Or you can say, by 8 o'clock tomorrow, he will have delivered all the newspapers. Okay. So we have some certain time expressions, just like we have in present perfect, we have in past perfect, like before, till, until, by the time, by then, by, etc. Okay. Till and until mostly used in the negative sentence. Okay. So she will have finished the report by tomorrow. She won't have completed the report till until 6 o'clock. Okay. To denote an action which will begin before a definite moment in the future, will continue up to that moment in the future, and will be going on at that moment. Means you can say it's something like about, you can say, to talk about an action that will be completed before another event takes place. Luisa will have been a teacher for 20 years by next May. Means till the next May, Luisa will have been a teacher for 20 years. Means her tenure for being a teacher would be completed by next May, and that is 20 years. Or you can say also that to express conviction that something happened in the near past. For example, the guests will have arrived at the hotel by now. Okay, it's like conviction. We are saying that we're very much sure about that particular thing had already been happened. Okay, like if you if you talk about the interrogative form of future perfect tense, will they have worked with these children by next May? So will to subjects, and then have, and then verb, third form. Negative sentence. First, that is our subject will not, have, and verb, third form. Affirmative, again subject will have with these children by next May. So, my dear students, I hope that you enjoyed this session. I would be sharing one notes in the form of presentation. You can take out the important points. There is one worksheet also. You can do that worksheet. I will be sharing its answers by the end of the session. Okay. So, and I will also share one Google form that you need to fill. So just fill and submit your responses so that I can have a track of that. Till then, stay blessed and stay safe.